The shooting at the Route 91 Harvest Festival left nearly 6 people dead and hundreds wounded. It is the worst mass shooting in American history. In cases before Vegas, like Newtown, and since Vegas, like Parkland, the fight over how to keep guns out of the hands of bad guys has produced new regulations. But not in Nevada. The nuances of this shooting were very different than the ones that have happened across the country. The state of Nevada has some of the loosest gun laws and high rates of gun ownership. In fact, Everytown for Gun Safety says 97.1% of Nevadans live within 10 miles of a gun dealer. And yet the city of Las Vegas is made up of people like Christine Carria and Cody Jones. The women were at the concert as the nightmare unfolded as they watched people get shot all around them. They have vastly different opinions on what kind of gun regulations should come next.
I believe in it. Like, they're there to protect my rights to own a gun.
Now, 20-year-old Cody is glad nothing has changed, and she hopes it stays that way.
For me, it's all about self-protection.
Jones worked in a gun shop as a teen and is a gun owner herself. She says the background checks her shop did on their customers and eventually on her were thorough. And yet, Cody's memories of being caught in the gunfire with her mother are still vivid.
We got on the ground, we pretty much in plain view. We were in the grass area, really not close to any cover. She puts the bag I was wearing over my head and kind of tries to get on top of me. I really didn't know if I was gonna live.
And while she admits she's suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder, she says it should be the gun owner's responsibility to pay attention to their own mental health.
All I'm doing right now is cleaning my guns, but I know I won't go out shooting, especially in the next week, because I'm not mentally stable.
Even though her mental health has been tested, she says not much has altered her opinions about guns.
The only thing that's changed because of the shooting is how I look at the other person with holding a rifle.
She'll continue to buy them and shoot, and in November support candidates who support her gun rights. The impact has been the total opposite on Christine Carria. The wife and mother has dealt with serious physical injuries as a result of being trampled at the shooting. The mental injuries are lasting even longer.
In every place you went, you thought you were going to get, it sounded like the bullets were coming from everywhere.
Right after the shooting, Carria became president of the Brady Campaign to Prevent Gun Violence's Las Vegas chapter. She found a voice on this issue and even traveled to Washington to testify before Congress about bump stocks. Why did you want to do that?
Why wouldn't I? I got shot at for 12 minutes with bump stocks, and I don't think that any kind of machine gun type gun belongs in the hands of anybody except for military. And I don't think that law enforcement should ever be outgunned by anybody. There's just no use for the bump stocks. That should have just been done, and I feel like everyone was on board, and I really feel like the president even said that that was going to happen right when he came out. It should have just happened.
She was encouraged by the students at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School, where 17 people were killed on Valentine's Day. But for her, it all changed at the beginning of June during Gun Violence Prevention Month.
I spoke at the Healing Garden on Gun Violence Prevention Day, and I got death threats. And it made me take a step back. I pulled off social media. It triggered me, it made me dissociate, and it made me say it wasn't worth it.
She will continue to support candidates who support stricter gun laws, like Democratic gubernatorial candidate Steve Sisolak. Both women are paying attention to what happens in statewide races as the current governor looks to refuse a 2016 ballot measure that expands background checks to prevent gun sales.